very good morning. Dear, in the last class we have finished the 7th chapter, that is sound and material wave. Now I am going to move on the topic, that is next chapter, on the last chapter of your syllabus, that is chapter number 8. Chapter name is electricity. Dear, as we in the 21st century era and as a developing country, we have a lots totally dependent on the electricity. Electricity is the form of energy which is mostly and widely used in industrial era and nowadays for development and keeping up in movement, keeping up in the pace. Without electricity, nowadays we are on that stage we cannot imagine the whole world. We have, from my point of view, it is the third eye of the world, electricity. Because as we see something from the help of our eye, similarly electricity is the path of each and everything. What we are doing in our day-to-day life to an industrial age. Dear, you might have heard about Elon Musk, who has totally transformed a racing car into electricity. This was an unpredictable thing, that how we will change ourselves to the petrols and diesel to the electricity. In coming era, each and every devices totally depends on electricity. Dear, that's why I say that electricity is the widest usable format of energy. Okay. It is inconvenient to convert into another forms because we cannot produce heat energy into another forms like easily, while converting electrical energy into heat form, light form and each and every formats of energy as we require is a very easy task. Okay, so I hope you get it. So commonly used form of energy is electricity. Electricity can be generated by using kinetic energy of running water, by burning a lots of coal, and this is called thermal energy. Okay. Now we can convert electrical format of energy by using wind, with the help of wind energy, by windmill. So there are many sources, many ways we can transform that form of energy into electrical energy. Like these all ways we are just converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. Mechanical energy into electrical energy. Dear, in this system we are just converting mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. What is mechanical energy? The two formats of mechanical energy, as we have studied in the last chapters, that is kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay, so kinetic energy of running water is converted into electrical energy. Okay. So as energy keeps on changing one form to another form, it can never be created nor destroyed. So we have a lots of way to convert many forms of energy into electrical energy. As I have explained you, the hydropower plants used to convert kinetic energy of water into electrical How it converted? There is a dam, okay, in which we store the water at the enough height, and that's the potential energy of water we use to flow it with a high speed and fall on the turbine, which rotates the turbine and dynamo of the generator, electric generator, and this is how electricity produced. Okay, this by the help of hydropower plants. Thermal power plants. In thermal power plants, we burn lots of coal and produce heat, and that heat energy is used for boiling water and converting into vapor, and that vapor with a high speed fall on the blades of turbine and rotate the turbine and dynamo, and this is how electricity is generated. So I hope you have an idea about some basics, that means how it is generated, okay, and how it is widely used format of energy. Okay. Now we are moving some sources of electrical energy. Sources of electrical energy: cell, electric cell, we can say it. Sources of electrical energy. Here, electric cell, okay, battery, collections of cell, that is called as battery. I will explain. Electric generator and solar cell. Electric generator and solar cell. Dear understand, electric cell. Electric cell is a simple device which stores energy in the form of chemical form. Chemical. Okay, its symbol is like this. It is a negative terminal, it is a positive terminal. Okay, longer line is said to be as a positive terminal, shorter line is said to be as a negative terminal, low voltage, high voltage. Okay, this is the symbol of electric cell. Electric cell is a device. Which converts electric chemical energy into electrical energy. So I hope you get it here. Electric cell is the device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Okay. So dear, you have to understand it, how chemical energy converted into electrical energy through electric cell. Electric cell is a combination of some mixtures of chemical substances which produces charge in it by happening some chemical reactions, and this charge is flown through an external circuit, and that's how current produced. Okay, this is the basic thing. Battery. Collections of cells is called as battery. Means when a combination of cells takes place like this, if we will combine two and more cells, that is in a series here. Let's suppose that first cell is kept like this, second cell like this, third cell like this. In this process, what we have done, just understand it. Positive terminal, negative terminal, and negative terminal of first battery is connected with the positive terminal of second battery. Similarly, negative terminal of of second battery is connected with the positive terminal of third cell, and this combination is called as battery. Collections of cells, two and more than two cells, is called as battery. Electric generator and solar cell. As we know that solar cell, in which we use solar plate, this is placed in the open area where sunlight falls, and this constitutes current, and that we use for rotating fan, just running TV and heating water. Okay, electric generator. Electric generator or dynamo, it is also known as dynamo. In this, there is a combination, there is an armature which is placed with the magnetic field. Okay, and this armature is rotated by the help of mechanical energy, and this is how induction takes place and production of electricity happens. Okay, now moving to the term electric current and electricity here. This was the general things that I have to study. We have to study in this topic. Okay. Now, moving to the next topic, electricity or current. Current. Okay. It is represented by I. Current is represented by I. What is current? There is a two definition. Both definition I will explain to you. First definition is simple. That is flow of electron is called electricity. Dear, I hope you get it. Flow of electron is called as electricity. But there should be a question in your mind. Why flow of electrons is said to be as electricity or electric current? Dear, just understand it. As we have any conducting substance which have free electrons in this, okay, and these free electrons are the smallest particles of the matter, like particles of matter, electron, proton, neutron, in which electron is a negatively charged particles, that is equal to minus, electron has a charge of minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. This much amount of charge electron has. When it flow in a body, definitely it will move with this amount of charges. Okay, that's why we say that flow of electrons is called as electricity. Why? A standard formula or definition of electric current or electricity is the same. Rate of flow of charge is called current. So I hope you get it here. Rate of flow of charge is called as current. From this definition, we have a formula. Current is equal to charge upon time. Here, time should be in second. It is necessary. Note it. Time should be in second. Okay. charge upon time. Rate of flow of charge is called as current. SI unit of current. SI unit of current is ampere. Ampere, it is represented by A. Okay, so I hope you get it. 1 ampere is defined by this formula. If you will put 1 coulomb, SI unit of charge is coulomb. Okay, so 1 coulomb upon 1 second constitutes 1 ampere. 1 coulomb per second. Okay, coulomb means if there is a conductor, through that conductor, 1 coulomb is charge is passed in a 1 second. Then we can say that current flowing through that conductor is of 1 ampere. It means that we understand it clearly. If there is a conductor, when 1 coulomb of charge is passing through that conductor in 1 second, we can say that current flowing through that conductor is of 1 ampere. I hope you get it here. Now we move on electric circuit. Electric circuit. A closed path through which current flow is called as electric circuit. A closed path through which current flow is called as electric circuit. We are understanding which there is a closed path in which current flows is called as electric circuit. Okay, electric circuit is consists of many electric appliances. Okay, that is are electric components. So components of electric circuit means of electric circuit. First and foremost component is cell or battery. Electric cell or battery means it is like this, positive terminal, negative terminal, or combination of cell like this. I hope you get it here. Next, connecting wire. Connecting wire is represented like this, simple line. Connecting wire. Okay. Next is a resistance or resistor. That is represented by a symbol zigzag like this. Okay, having resistance R. Okay. Electric switch. bits, one like this or like this. Okay. So how we can make an electric circuit? Just understand. When you connect any electric appliances having resistance R with a conducting wire, now with a cell and then a switch. Okay, then a switch. Okay, switch, cell, conducting wire. This closed path is called as electric circuit. This closed path is called as electric circuit. You may also use some other devices like voltmeter for reading the potential difference, ammeter in switch for reading the current in the circuit, ammeter to read the current, voltmeter to read the potential difference. I hope you get it here. This is a simple closed circuit, a simple diagram of circuit. I hope you get it. Now moving to the next topic, that is battery. We have to study battery, and for learning battery we have to first learn about cell. There are two types of cell here, that is primary cell and secondary cell. Cell is the smallest unit which stores some potential energy and provide electric current. Cell is the simplest device which stores potential energy and in the chemical form, and that chemical form produces charge, and through that charge we can have an electrical energy. So this is the simplest form. When the many cells are connected in series, like as I have explained, from negative terminal of first battery connected with the positive terminal of second battery and so on, this is how we can form a battery. Okay, this cell is connected in series and forms a battery. So there are two types of cell here. One is chargeable and one is unchargeable. Means the first cell which is unchargeable is called as primary cell, and the second cell which can be charged is called as secondary cell. Okay, so primary cell is used for small appliances which draw less current, like calculator, clock. Okay, while secondary cell is used for those devices which consumes more electrical energy and need high potential, that is called that is a heavy truck. Okay, motor vehicles, devices, bike. Okay, these types of devices need what? Battery or secondary cell. So I hope you get it here, and when the combination happens, this gives us a battery. So in a day-to-day life, we use mostly what? For heavy uses, we use secondary cells, and by forming combination of secondary cells, we make a battery. Okay. Now we are moving to the household consumption of electrical energy. How we have households in our house, how we can use electrical energy, and from where it is generated and it reached, how it reached to us. Okay, now come to the that part. Power electric current is produced by thermal power plant, hydropower plant or anywhere. From here it has been produced, okay, and it is transmitted on a thick wire, okay, thick wire with a high potential and low current. In high class you will understand why power is transmitted from the generation point to the consumption point on a high potential. Okay? Because on a high potential, the current consumed by the transmission wires is less. As we have the formula of heat, that is I square RT. In this, resistance is fixed, transmission line has a fixed resistance, and timing is fixed, so which will change according to heat produced will change according to the current drawn through the conductor. So if the current flowing through the conductor is high, then the heat produced will be high, and this is how we transmit electric current with a high potential, low current, okay, on a transmission line. And this transmission line means a transmission conductor has a thick area, cross-sectional area, okay, and this is how it is transmitted. Okay, I hope you get it. And from the substations and through many transformers which regulates the energy time to time according to needs. Dear, understand, it is generated at some far away distance from the city or the area of domestication, and from there it is transmitted and to the substations, and through that many transformers and reach to your homes. Okay, and this is homes, and this is connected to the what? Kilometer of your home. In the front of your gate there is a meter just fixed by the what? Electric department, distribution department, and that read how much of electric energy that used by you per month, and they apply some cost on that use of electric current over you. Monthly consumption of what amount of energy you are using, consuming in a month, and you have to pay for that. Okay, so how we pay for the commercial unit of electric energy is kilowatt hour. Just understand here a little bit things more, that we know that power is equal to energy upon time. Power is equal to energy upon time. So energy is equal to power into time. The SI meter power is watt. If it is taken, time is taken in hour, so it will be called as watt hour. When this is divided by 1000, this watt hour is divided by 1000, it will be called as kilowatt hour. So the commercial unit of energy is kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour means that how much kilo or how much energy you are using per hour. Okay. Now come to understand what is 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour. Dear understand, 1 kilo, as we understand, kilo means thousand. For example, 1 kilogram means 1000 gram. 1 milliliter, that is 1 liter, 1000 milliliter. Okay. 1 kilometer, that is 1000 meter, means kilo. Kilo means 1000. So this kilo becomes 1000. Okay. What is the unit of power? That is joule per second. Hour, that is 60 into 60 second. Here second and second will cancel out, and this will give you 10 raised to 3 into 3600 joule. Okay. So this will become 36 into 10 raised to 5 joule by dividing 36 by dividing 100 and multiplying by dividing 10 and multiplying by 10, it will become 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. Okay, and this is called 1 unit energy. 1 unit energy in commercial form. 1 kilowatt hour is called as 1 unit. 1 unit. Okay, as in our home, our electric department person come and he reads the unit. Okay, how much unit you have used in this month, and give you and say that per unit you have been charged 4 rupees per unit. So simple, how much unit you are using, multiply it by per unit cost, that is 4 rupees, and this is how we can calculate the electrical energy that we are consuming in our day-to-day life at your home. Okay, thank you.